Hello and welcome to Elementary Music with Donna. I am Donna Rhodenizer. I'm here to tell you about the song We Are the Children of the World. This is a very powerful tool that has many applications. It can be used with upper elementary school unison choirs that are just starting to learn how to sing in two parts, small group classes, and also there is a version of this song that's written for a combined treble choir and SATB choir. So we'll talk about all of those aspects and a little bit more about the song. I'll sing a little bit of it for you first. I will tell you that when I get to the second chorus, there's a little bit of a descant line, so I'm going to just pop up and sing that so you can hear it, although you will hear it in the background in the piano part, even in the first chorus. This is We Are the Children of the World. We are the children of the world. Every face is different, yet we are all the same. We have the same hopes and fears and dreams for the future. Yes, we are the children. We are the children of the world. Yesterday was yours. We have tomorrow. But in between we all must share today. Be careful what you're telling us. We're learning what you're showing us, depending on your guidance to help us on our way, on our way. We are the children of the world. We are the children of the world. We are all the same. We have the same hopes and fears and dreams for the future. Yes, we are the children. We are the children of the world. I'm just going to fade that off because it continues, of course. So there is a really strong message in this song. First of all, you need to discuss with your students whether or not they think everyone is a child of the world. And they may say, well, not the grown-ups. However, if you look at how old the world is compared to how old all of the rest of us are, we are all children of the world, for sure. And in that respect, we are all learning. We all have things that we share. Our hopes, our fears, our dreams, and our plans are all very common, whether we're older and more seasoned adults or if we are children. So that's a great discussion to have with your students before you ever sing this song. There are lots of other elements in the lyrics that make for great discussion. If you're doing character trait education, this is a great song for that. You can talk about empathy, multiracial acceptance. We're all the same, we're all different. We are all different in certain ways, which makes it interesting to deal with one another. We're all unique. We are all similar in other ways, which makes us all unified. So that's a great discussion to have with your students. There are environmental issues when we're talking about the adults having yesterday, the children having tomorrow, and in between we all have to share it today. And so we have to be responsible community members. We have to have unity. We have to be aware of the environment. So all of those things are in this song, packed in there to be extracted however it suits you and your students and what you're hoping to accomplish through music. If you are singing this song with your upper elementary students, it works in unison. You can also do that little bit of that descant that I sang along with the choruses. If you're doing this in a classroom setting, that descant may or may not be accessible to your students. If you teach the song and have the whole melody really, really firmly and well learned before you add the descant, then you have a better chance of success with that. The descant is very earworm kind of thing. It'll stick there. It'll be easy to sort of teach a group of students to sing that. So you really want to make sure that melody is really firmly in place before you add that harmonic element to it. But it's not long. It's only a couple of bars, so it's not a big harmonic responsibility for students and choirs that are just tiptoeing into that ability to sing in harmony. When this song was arranged, it was originally for my students, and I wanted to sing it as an all-school finale. So I did grade primary or kindergarten right through to grade 6. And so the younger students sang all the choruses. The older students were responsible for the lyrics for the verses, and that worked very well. If you are doing this and your students are finding it hard to get all of the lyrics for the verses to keep them in place, you can assign different classes to be responsible to learn one verse or the other. There's only 2 verses. To learn one verse or the other really well, so you have a solid core of students that are able to land those lyrics, and then the other students, if they'd like to sing along, they may, but it's, you know, there's going to be a core group and those lyrics will be solid. You can also alternate lyrics phrase by phrase so that there's less lyric load for your students. So those are just ways to adapt that lyric expectation that you have for your students if you're in a classroom or younger students and maybe the lyrics are going to be a bit tough. When we sing this in the treble choir and SATB combination, there's some back and forth with that. That first verse where the students sing, "Yesterday was yours, we have tomorrow, but in between we all must share today," I gave that part to the students to sing because it's really a message for the adults. So be careful what you're telling us. We're learning what you're showing us, depending on your guidance to help us on our way. And then we all join in again. They do like to think that they're able to give the adults some advice. And sometimes the adults need that advice. And so we will take that with good grace as the students sing that message for the adults. The range starts, the lowest note I think is a B flat, below middle C, which is stretching that vocal range of your younger singers. If you've got a grade 4 to 6 group, you will have some students for whom that's not uncomfortable. There will be some students that will find that a little bit low in their range. However, every time you leave a chorus and go into a verse and verse into another chorus, the key changes. I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't want this song to do that, but every time I was playing the chords and working with this song, it seemed to want to go there, and so that's the way this song arrived, and that's the way it has ended up. So when you start low in the range like that, it doesn't stay there very long, so it's just a bit of a stretch on the bottom end, and by the time you get to the end with the key changes, I think the descant has an E, E6, no, E4, E5, B flat 3 to E5, and that B flat 3 is part of the melody, but the E5 is in the descant part, so you can avoid that if you have students that can't sing that high by having them just stay on the melody. You can download the music for We Are the Children of the World at donnaandy.com. It includes vocal score, piano score, a lead sheet if you have a guitar player or bass player who you'd like to add to this to beef up that sort of pop ballad style. Andy and I have also recorded this on one of our Donna and Andy CDs, and so there's a full track with a live band in the studio, and you can put that on and it will really sound authentically pop ballad with the band playing in the background for a really nice supportive sound for your singers. There are also printed lyric sheets, so if you are needing to send lyrics home for your students to learn, you don't have to sit and type them out. I'm a real advocate of not doing make-work projects for busy music teachers. You've got other things to do than type out lyrics. There are cross-curricular activities which are a wonderful way to connect music to other areas of life. Music is not an isolated, oh my gosh, we're going to just do music now kind of thing, and it isn't like that in the lives of our children as well. So if there are science, math, language arts, drama, visual arts, activities that you can tie into this piece of music, it's a great way to leave that music and move into other subject areas. Those are included in the download. There's also the option for French lyrics. So the whole song has been translated into French. It's not a direct translation, it is an adaptation so that the language still flows with the natural ebb and flow of the accents of the language, so it sounds very natural to sing it in French. And so that is also available as an option on the Donna and Andy page when you go to check out We Are the Children of the World. I'm going to put links in the comment section below this video, and you can hear some performances of We Are the Children of the World. I was very pleased to have Monica George Punky do this piece of music with the Pictou District Honor Choir. And so a big shout out to them. That was one of the first videos that was ever posted of this piece of music. And I think it was kind of around the time when the big anthem We Are the World was coming out. And so I think there was a little bit of people searching for one song and finding mine. But I'm really excited. This video from the Pictou Honor Choir has 595,000 YouTube views, which is amazing for this piece of music. The Choirs for Comfort concerts, which are put on by the Cantabile Choirs of Truro, sang this as a masked number, so you can go there and hear what it sounds like when you've got a lot of SATB singers and children's voices in combination. That's directed by Ross Thompson. And for a number of years, Melanie Kennedy did a big fundraiser for Free the Children and raised money to send to that organization, and they used We Are the Children of the World as their finale with combined schools, like 8 or 9 schools. It was just wall-to-wall singers, and it was absolutely amazing, and there's a video of that as well. So you can look at those videos and dream big and see what you might be able to do with your students in a school setting and in combination with other choirs and other schools and other singers using We Are the Children of the World. If you have a small group class, you can certainly do We Are the Children of the World with a small group as well, because the word we is very inclusive, isn't it? So you can have we is two, or you can have we is 2,000, whichever works in your musical world. I'm very excited to be able to offer We Are the Children of the World to you to use with your students. I hope it brings you some interesting discussion and some beautiful music making wherever you are, whether you are in an elementary music classroom, vocal studio, in a combined massed choir environment, wherever you are making music. I hope you have a great day making music, and make music a great part of your day.